morning. I'm John Isley. Mallory is on assignment. It's a deal that did not go through. The city offering roughly $10 million for 3 buildings in downtown Omaha. Now, many wondered, especially property owners, how could 2 of those buildings assessed at only a tenth of the offer potentially sell for so much money? Our Aaron Murray breaks it down. Aaron?
That's right, John. A lot of it has to do with proximity. The Happy Hollow Coffee House here on 11th and Dodge, here the Alvine building, and then just a little bit farther down, the Spec building, all very close to just down the way, the Omaha Performing Arts. But I'm told a lot of this had to do more than just these property values. It had a lot that made those $1 million sales prices. Up until last week, the city of Omaha planned to pay roughly $10 million for the historic Spec building, the Alvine building, and the Happy Hollow Coffee building. Buildings the county assessor valued very differently. The Spec assessed for $365,000, the Alvine roughly $2 million, and Happy Hollow $266,000. Added together, that only comes out to just shy of $2.8 million, and the city was going to pay $10 million. Our question then became, are these properties valued too low? But NAI NP Dodge Executive Vice President Trenton Magid says it's more complicated than that question.
The fact that this is where a lot of people want to be adds value to those properties.
And yes, a lot of value. In November, the mayor explained why the city felt that large sum was worth it.
We didn't base these negotiations on just what the assessed value was. We based it on what the assessor says, what the appraisals were, what the relocation costs are, the value of the property, other related expenses.
But at 10 times the assessed value for at least 2 of those properties?
As a society, we want to assess things at full price. There's a lot of extenuating circumstances.
In this case specifically, assessed price does not mean sale price because these buildings were not originally up for sale. So to get them to be up for sale, they had to negotiate a higher sales price. Plus, Doug Alvine, the owner of the Alvine building, says a lot of the sales price went into relocating costs because these buildings had to be let go quickly. The cost to relocate current businesses inside made the price also go way up. Now, Magid also had a really great point about real estate. He said you always want to be in the way of your neighbor, basically. So if your neighbor is over here at Omaha Performing Arts, it is great to be right here, a perfect place for them to expand to. And of course, we've been told that would be the case if this deal would have gone through.
That is a good point. And Aaron, what about the building's owners? What are they saying?
Yes, I spoke to Doug Alvine over the phone. He is the owner of the Alvine building there. And he said these buildings are not on the market anymore. That all negotiation was just for the sales. And he did want to commend the city and also Omaha Performing Arts. He said everybody was really great to work with, even though it didn't work out.
All right. Thank you. Aaron Murray reporting live.